In this video, I'm going to show you about the New York City signage requirement for tax preparers. Now, what does that mean? It means basically if you're a tax preparer, you're supposed to have some type of signage outside of your place of business, like for example, in front of your window, maybe in front of where your office is located, like close to it, so that people can see the signage requirement. So basically, that's it. So let's get started. So please note the sample sign included in this file pertain to the regulation of the administration code and rules of the City of New York only. Tax preparers are also responsible for any and all other signage required by the New York State and federal law. What it means is simple. If we have federal and we have a state law. Obviously, there's signage requirements for the city. Now, federal, state have their own rules of regulation. They have their own requirements. So more or less, they're just saying that this is just for the city, not for the federal and state. So make sure for the federal and state, what are their requirements and what do they need for the requirement. That's all they're basically trying to say. So make sure you do follow the state and federal requirement as well. So let's go to required signs and posting. Required signs include identification and qualification sign, fee schedule, how you compute your fees, and disclosure, see below. Now, identification and qualification sign, what are they basically asking is basically what are your identification qualification. So if you have a bachelor's in accounting and you have 50 hours in a tax preparer, you have to put that in. Basically, that's what they're trying to ask. Fee schedule is basically asking how would you compute your fees. Like how much would you charging for a 1040, how much are you charging for a W2. The reason is that so that if you don't have that type of sign, you could make believe any type of number that you want for other people. So that's what they basically need. If they have a fee, you ask them what it is. Disclosures, obviously, you must disclose that taxpayer is entitled to a copy of every tax return. Basically, they're saying that every taxpayer is entitled to a copy. Like once you file your taxes, you give them a copy, they're entitled to it. You and the taxpayer must sign every tax return. You have to sign some of the tax returns when you give them a copy. You are not licensed by the State Board for the Public Accounting or a member of the New York State Bar. If true, what it means is some people do have this and they file taxes. So if it applies to you, if you are, if not, then that's what they're trying to say. You're not licensed. You will not represent the taxpayer in any order if true. Obviously, if you have to take some courses and you have to become a qualified IRS representative to basically to represent the taxpayer. If you're just a regular taxpayer, if you take some classes and everything, then you're not really tax preparer or licensed tax a CPA that you could basically you have to basically have a high standard of basically having an preserving your client and auditing, not for a regular tax preparer classroom. Sign must be clearly and conspicuously posted. That's common sense. Identification qualification of the tax preparer. So basically, this is what it should look like. This is a sample. Qualification: bachelor's in accounting, 50 hours of classroom training conducted by business, over 30 years, 23 years experience preparing taxes. This is just a sample identification, and qualification sign show that this is what the sign should look like. Sample fee, obviously this is how the sample fee should look like. ABC tax preparer. This should be your address right over here, and you should just say what the fee schedule is. Obviously, all of the New York forms: self-employed, Schedule C, BEA, 1040 long, 1040. And 1040 easy short. So basically, this is your fee. You could put anything you want as long as it is reasonable. Sample disclosures. You're entitled. This is what you should have. This basically. This is what you have to post. ABC. Even the first two ones that I showed you, the fee schedule and the hours, you have to post that as well. And you somewhere close to your business. So basically, you're entitled to a free copy of every tax return we prepared for you. Both you and a representative ABC tax preparer must sign every return. ABC tax preparer is not an attorney, is not licensed with the State Board of Public Accounting. ABC tax preparer will not represent you if you get audited. So basically, the reason they ask you for this part, that ABC tax preparer will not represent you if you get audited, is basically letting you know that we will not represent you. Some people want to be, they expect the tax preparer to represent you, but if not really licensed, fully licensed to represent you, can't really represent as a regular tax preparer. Foreign language requirement. There's also foreign language required. Basically, all signs and posting must be in English. Any other languages which the tax preparer used to attract customer. Translation requirement includes the fee schedule. The identification and qualification sign must be in English only. Basically, identification and qualification, that should be in English. If you're posting, if most of the time if you're posting signs in another language, just to be on the safe side, post it in English as well. I would do it both. Like if I post a sign in English, I would also post a sign in Arabic or in Urdu or in any other languages as well. So just in case if you have two different things that obviously that's what it shows to the inspector, like, okay, you're not only having English, you also have another language, but it's the same exact thing, so that they can identify that you're actually complying with the rules. A receipt requirement: you must give a receipt to each customer. You have to. For each receipt, you must include your business name, address, and year-round telephone number. Itemize each form used or service provided and list the price for each. Print and give a separate piece of paper. That's the receipt that should have it on it. Like for example, form 1040, you charge $40. Schedule A, you charge 15. B, you charge 15. C, you charge 15. E-file, you just charge them $20, and your total due is $105. Some of the tax preparer programs do have this in them, so you really don't have to worry about it. But if you don't, just make up a receipt that states all the due and everything. So that's basically it. So basically, that's how these are some of the requirements that that you should be aware of about the New York City signage requirement. And obviously, some of the rules that it's better off if you're a tax preparer, especially the year round. You want to have these type of feeds and signs in front of the posted, just in case an inspector does come in. They can inspect the place, and you want to make sure you're compliant and everything else is going through. So basically, that's about it. If you have any other questions or comments, please guys comment, like, subscribe, comment. Obviously, that's gonna help. If you have any other questions about this video or any other questions about the filing requirement or anything else, I'll be greatly help. I'll help you out as much as I can. Thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned something from the video. Like again, any questions or comments, just please let me know. It'd be an honor for me to help you guys out. Thank you very much, guys, again for watching the video.